As the dragon flies up Krakaton, Hero and the gang see a new part of the world of Miitopia. But the question is, where do they start? Dominic suggests the Traveler Hub, a place where a bunch of heroes stay there for a bunch of reasons. Hero takes that suggestions and takes a scroll on Traveler's Hub. After going around the place, they notice that some people have some specific places. Here, in Peculia, a strange place filled with weird beasts and even weirder bosses. Powder Peaks, a snow-filled place, fluffy and very cold. You can actually get a cold here, so be careful. And finally, Nimbus, a futuristic city in the clouds. After getting some information around these places, they noticed that there was a skyscraper near Nimbus, but they couldn't get in because there was some jewels to collect. The first jewel was on Erie Road in Peculia. Someone needed to get their dog back, and when they got there, they gave Hero the right-eye jewel. While there, they went to Mana Macabre to help a vampire scare off a ghost. The next jewel was in the place called Sterile Plant in Nimbus. That is where the nose came in. The third jewel was buried deep underground in the underground maze next door desert. And finally, the last jewel, which is found back in Powder Peaks in a place called Gontu Cave, where they had to find a friend and save him. After getting that jewel, they finally had all 4 jewels, but Hero was a bit hesitant about this, because, after all, Light is a friend. He has no choice. Even though it's going to be hard for him, he has to defeat Light in order to save her. So, as Dominic brings Hero and the gang down to the entrance of the skyscraper, as they get to the entrance, they put all 4 jewels at the face, and the door opens. They are just one step closer to finding out what the hell is happening. One step closer to defeating this curse for good. After finally arriving inside the skyscraper, they hear a voice similar to the Darker Lord. The party isn't happy and is very resilient about the Darker Lord. But they do say that they summoned a friend or two. Hero meets someone very, very familiar. After being attacked by his face, they now know who he is. Crowley, the previous Dark Lord. After Hero is able to remember him, Crowley tells him that he was just a regular banana worker, and the Dark Lord came to him for infinite power. After the talk, Crowley wanted to join the team and help Hero and the gang to make up for his mistakes, and Hero agreed. First of their friends was King Quinier and Princess Coraline. The second one was the Genie of the Lamp, Dachi. And finally, the last one, the Fab Fairies, all 3. After that, they finally make it to the top of the skyscraper, in which Crowley explains that this is the way to a place called the Other World, where the Darker Lord stays in. Unfortunately, he couldn't go there, for he explains that the place is cursed. Crowley leaves. The gang make their way to the final area, the other world. A very strange place. The faces are put in and stored. Finally, the gang meet with Darker Lord Light. And she starts by absorbing so many faces and transforming into something very, very strange. A son, the Darkest Lord. Having to fight the left hand and the right hand, the final battle soon started as Light decided to take the faces of the victors of the right and left hand and become even more powerful. Hero had to save everyone, even Light. With one final push, Light is defeated and the curse was saved. And with that, Miitopia is in peace.